a very important reason, and that is to officially launch the Citizens United. To officially launch a Citizens United to demand accountability for the 48 million USD protest that will take place on June 17, 2025. So to do that, first of all, we would like to appreciate the media for taking up the time to be here. We would like to appreciate other citizens from across Boakai-Koung County and from across other parts of the country that are present here. We say thank you for coming, and to the media we say thank you for coming, and we appreciate you, and we would like for you to follow through as a press statement. The official launch will be done. This official launch, the reading of the statement of the official launch will be done by the official spokesperson of this movement, Brother Fode Massacre.
Manta, Wedu, Manta, Wedu, Wedu, Amanda, Wedu, Amanda, Luther.
Press statement for immediate release, May 15, 2025. Citizens united to demand accountability for the missing 48 million USD from the CSA 2024 report launches account for the massive money nationwide rally across the country. Fellow compatriots, our working members of the Fourth Estate, our international partners, distinguished concerned Liberians, we bring you sincere and conscious greetings in demand of accountability and transparency. On this historic day, at this historic ground, we members of the Citizens United to demand accountability for the missing 45 million USD have gathered to officially announce to the Liberian people and to our friends around the world that we shall peacefully assemble across the nation, including parts of Monrovia, on June 19, 2025, to demand accountability regarding the 48 million United States dollars that the Civil Service Agency claimed was saved after unlawfully removing more than 7,000 civil servants from the payroll, reducing consultants, and cleaning up the payroll with so-called ghost names, according to its 2024 report.
Jayo, we want our money. Jayo,
Jayo. Our gathering today is not political. As a matter of fact, you can see there is no semblance of political paraphernalia here. This gathering is patriotic. It is rooted in the principle of holding national government and state actors accountable by their own words and their action. They claim to save money. Where are those money that was saved? As we say to you, we are ordinary citizens. We are students, workers, mothers, fathers, business people, motorcyclists, drivers, civil society members who refuse to remain silent while our country resources vanish without answer or consequences. Therefore, the 48 USD, the 48 million USD that Joshua Joker, Director General of the Civil Service Agency CSA, and Augustine P. Gafuan, the Liberian economist, Finance Minister for Development Planning, cannot account for, will be used to increase civil servant salary. That was the so-called promise they made yesterday, but they are yet to actualize that. It could be used to pay the armed forces men decent salary. Those men that they claim to be first citizens, but they treat them the fourth class Chinese goose. Paying them has little or nothing. Like even a patriot corner generator make more money than the men who are wearing green. What a disgrace and mockery to our country. That particular 48 million It could be used to equip hospitals across the country. It could settle the areas of the University of Liberia professors who are about to protest because they are not taking salary for the last 6 months. That 48 million, it could be used to settle the MCSS teachers. It could be used to support and fund institutions where students are sitting on the bare floor because there's no availability of armchairs. It could be used to payroll. It could be used to provide essential and important medical services and supplies to abandoned hospitals and clinics that are in rural Liberia, and they got to take pregnant women and put them in the kingdom. Even paracetamol at some of these clinics, you cannot find it. The 48 million is essential. It's affecting all sectors, all corridors of our country. Therefore, we are calling on the Liberian people for all the political sentiment to join us in this endeavor and never feel intimidated, because the massive are more powerful than those people in power. There are fewer than 4,000 unpaid police officers. They cannot withstand the mobilization of the hungry and jobless masses when we come out in our multiplicity and our diversity.
Mana!
Fellow Liberians, this assembly on June 19 is guaranteed by the Constitution of Liberia under Article 17, which gives every Liberian the right to freedom of assembly, to instruct and petition the government for redress on their grievances. The Lord of the Republic support this rally and will be also in our multiplicity and our diversity on June 19. Fellow Liberians, we want to encourage all of our people, begin mobilizing yourself from every corner and every hamlet of the motherland. There is a moment to put democracy on trial once again. Yet though we are concerned that this regime is an insensitive and brutal regime, but we'll never be intimidated. We are about to put democracy on trial again. And the world will be watching closely, the world will be following people who claim that they want to have a seat on the United Nations Security Council non-permanent seat. The world will be watching you once again. We'll be putting democracy on trial. This nationwide march will be peaceful but fruitful until we receive a satisfactory answers and accountability for the masses' money.
Say yo, what demand results? Say yo.
Say yo.
We want to call on our people in the diaspora, whatever support that can buy water, it can buy soft drink, it can buy anything, it can buy t-shirt. It is about time that the Liberian people will be coming out to hold the government accountable. Where is the missing 48 million that the CSA and the Finance Ministry claim that they saved in the 2024 report? We will be coming out. So your support is important. Your support is vital. Our assembly will also call on the international partners to launch a full-scale forensic investigation into how Mr. Joseph M. Boakai and his government cannot account for the money they claim to have saved. We will also demand a full publication of an independent, impartial investigation to know where is the 48 million that is yet to be accounted for. We take this time to remind all Liberians that true democracy strives when citizens ask the hard questions and demand answers. Let the government and its associates know we will not be intimidated. We will not be nosed. We must get answer about this unaccounted public money. It is the people's money. It is not the personal money of anyone whatsoever. We are demanding answer for the missing 48 million that the CSA claimed in its 2024 report. Fellow Liberians, distinguished members of the press, until this government, which has no more corruption, looting of public resources, can account for the massive money, we will continue to raise our voices and our children, for our future, and for our country.
Say yo, we need accountability. Say yo. Say yo.
Son, Citizens United to demand accountability for the missing 48 million. Thank you very much.
Manda! Where to?
Manda.
So there are a few questions that need to be asked. Before your actions to stage of protest, have there been a plan to read up communication to the Ministry of Justice for payment?
So from now to June 19, it's over 1 month. Our constitution is clear, Article 17. It is the fundamental right and responsibility of citizens to gather peacefully, to assemble, to petition and instruct their government on grievances of the state. So we will inform the authority, just information. We don't need payment. Nowhere in our constitution say people need payment. It is the fundamental and constitutional responsibility of the Ministry of Justice to just come and provide security and services. But under the doctrine of Article 1 of our Constitution and the universal principle of the first law of nature that says self-perseverance, it is the responsibility. The only reason why police people are paid is to protect life and property. Who will do that? We notify the Justice Ministry. We definitely do that. But we do not need payment. No one needs payment anywhere, at any time, to peacefully assemble. No one needs payment. So we notify them, and it's their responsibility. It's not in their purview to say, look, we are paying the police officer, the Justice Ministry, with taxpayer money. So the only reason why we're paying them is to provide security and protection for the people. So we notify them, and if they cannot do it, we protect ourselves in due time.
Yeah,
some may say why protest when you have the LCC, the GSC here that you can find these complaints to notify them instead of protesting?
So many times people try to miss interpretation when people say march, when people say protest. They are all just synonymous. What we are going to do, we are going to focus on our international partners. As a matter of fact, this government have proven to be very, very massively corrupt. We do not trust them with any form of investigation. People who cannot solve investigation. We saw today what happened to Noka, the former CEO of Noka, under investigation for almost 3 months now. To the extent she's now coming out to expose how taxpayer money from state-owned enterprises are being used to fund Unity Party activities. So my brother, we will march to the various international partners, the various embassies, in a very peaceful and orderly manner, and petition them, because these are the international partners that provide resources for these people in power to steal. So we'll reach out to our international partners and say, look, listen, they're just missing money. If these people cannot account for their very own money, you cannot trust them with money. You should not do business with them. So it is the international partner, my brother. We'll reach out to them, we'll present our petition, and ask them to investigate this particular missing money.
Thank you.
Yeah, so my name is Aaron G, and I report for Awoge TV Live. So somebody wants to know as to whether the citizen demand for accountability for the 8 million is an extended branch of the citizen COP.
Well, as a matter of fact, we have no leadership here today. You can see when you look at the background, you see the faces of young people who understand the agony and the pains and the suffering of our nation. It is a myth for one to believe that you should start to have a political debate or political party when the issue of missing funds is there. That is not a political party
debate. You be the chairman of the citizen COP, how can you reconcile that?
So there is no basis for reconciliation. I was a Liberian before being a chairman of any so-called movement. So my brother, this is not a political debate. It is a matter of life and death. So let us take, for instance, you are a Unity partisan. When this 48 million was here, you will not be crying on the high tariff of exchange rate today. It will subsidize you, right? If you are a student, you will not be crying that the MCSS teacher and I'm paid on time the particular money to solve the problem, right? When you are a civil servant, you will not be crying that your salary has not been increased, the 48 million. So my brother, when it comes to the way forward of our country, I believe we should place patriotism over partisanship. We are not political people here. If I want to be political party, I can wear my beret and take my political garment. That is not a debate. That is a debate of all Liberians. So all sectors of our country, United Party people will be part of this. ANC people will be part of this. PMC people will be part of this. Are you telling me that we're going to have a country that, no, we're not going to be looking at Mr. Boakai? Well, you have a green and blue state. No, for all we don't see that. So my brother, this is a debate for all Liberians. That is why we say Citizens United. It is a conglomeration of all sectors of Liberia.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Folks, this is to the Liberia television. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
You just listen to